Hello Mewins, welcome back. Today I decided to give you guys a review of KFC in the small town where I live. So I got all of these goodies. I hope my editor inserts whatever the menu is in here because I can't remember right now. So yeah, let's see. Guys, I think this is the weirdest thing ever. Like, do we want to kill more trees? Is that what we're doing? Because this is literally just a little extra baggie with your sauces and your serviettes. So there's that. I have some leftover ketchup from last time because yeah, girl is obsessed. So these are my, I don't even know what these are, guys. Like, I think these bones occur in the breast part of the chicken, but they made it very spicy. It's super nice. There's only one bone in all of them. Like, in each piece there's only one bone. And then I got nuggies because that's a must. Oh no, you can't see that. Nuggies, yeah. Oh, and this is the mashed potatoes and gravy. There we go. It looks like the gravy got soaked up by the mashed potatoes. Hope that's not the case. I don't want to choke. Next, what's in here? Okay. I'm actually very hungry. Ooh, yum yum. This is just the original recipe. That's a thigh or a breast. I think it's a breast. No, it's not a breast. It's a thigh piece and a leg, a drumstick. And then here we have these burgers that they now have, and it's, I don't think it's a chicken burger. I think it's like a beef burger. Smells freaking good. Better be good because it was expensive. So there's bacon and cheese, onions, and lettuce on there. I don't know where I want to start. Do I want to go with the burger or should I go with the meat? Actually, the burger, because I've been eating KFC meat. Oh, and then I got a drink because you need to wash that down with something. This has been a really good week for me. It's a Friday. I just finished showering. I feel so refreshed. So I think I'm gonna go with a burger, guys, because your girl is a fan of bacon. I live and die for bacon. Cannot give it up. Oh, that onion that I just put into it's so sweet. Super, super, super excited then. Oh my goodness. That bacon is winning. If I wasn't recording myself, I would have eaten that piece of lettuce, but since we're making a video, I'll act like a lady. I can't tell you what this tastes like. It could have been tofu if you asked me. But the bacon is making it so tasty, and the sauce that they put on here, it's like a spicy, not tartar sauce, but a spicy kind of tikka chicken kind of sauce, or the sauce that you put with tikka chicken. Anyway, really good. I don't know if I should have you guys watch me eat or if my editor will decide whether she keeps it or whether she's gonna cut it up. I'm just gonna enjoy myself because I'm hungry. Spoils. Because who cooks on a weekend or on a Friday after a long week? So the past few days I had 2 classes, right? Not 2, 5. Past 2 days I had 5 classes because my colleague had acute tonsillitis. So I had to take her classes as well. And guys, it's been crazy. Like, she gave me her lesson plans, and luckily we teach from the syllabus, like, which the school provided us with. So it wasn't too crazy, and I've taught these kids before she joined the school, right? So I kind of knew their name, not kind of, I knew their names, I knew their personalities a little bit. and it was just nice to see them again. But planning, or at least preparing for the lessons, was intense because we had craft lessons today, and she had a cool craft, so I prepared that in advance yesterday before I left work. Ended up leaving work at like 5:25, which I almost never do, but I didn't want to feel rushed today. And her classes are huge. They're like 22 kids in a class, whereas my kids are like 17 max in a class, you know. So my kids, one of my classes had a craft, and I had forgotten what craft I was gonna like do with them. And then I realized I didn't make copies of circles for them because we were making suns with like yellow string and with buttons and like little cotton balls, colored cotton balls. And it was just a little bit crazy. And then in the middle of like, okay, so whilst I was helping the second class, which was Greta's class. Okay, so my first class went smoothly. We just did a reading lesson. The second class was Greta's class, where we did a craft and we ran overtime, which was horrible because I had to start my second class of the day with my kids, which was also a reading lesson, but I was late. I was like maybe 2 or 3 or 4 minutes late. And then after that, I was finally free. So by 11:10, I could have a rest. And then at 12, I went home. And after that, I came and took a nap. I was just exhausted. I woke up again before my alarm. Lol. That's been so annoying lately because that happens a lot. Also, don't mind the noise in the background. My balcony door is open, and well, there's a main road next to the building where I live, I guess. Anyway, so I went back, and the first class I taught was my third class of the day. So I usually have 3 classes per day. At about 3, that's the time when their class starts. 3, not about 3, at 3. And I realized when I was in the class, oh no, I didn't make copies of the circles or for their craft lessons. And then I had to interrupt one of management's people to use their printer because I couldn't go to the 4th floor. It would have taken too much time. And then she helped me make 17 copies. And we started the craft, so I was running a little bit late. And just because I forgot which craft I was going to do with my third class, seeing as my third class isn't on the same level as my first 2 classes. So the first 2 classes were doing reading, and then this third class was doing crafts, right? And then, okay, I finally got it, we got done, and then we went overtime, and the teacher from Greta's class, Greta's second class, fetched me and was like, oh, Mina, where are you? And I was like, oh no, sorry. And then in a haste, I went over to the last class. This is the 5th class of the day, and this was the last craft. So with this class, I just took my time. I went overtime. They didn't even eat their snack, poor kids. But after I left, they started eating their snack, and that's how my past 2 days have gone. Well, yesterday they didn't do craft, so it was fine. Yeah, just a low-key day in the life of me. And then at 4:10 or 15, I went back to the office and I just chilled. I was just taking a break. I needed a young rest. Yummy. Okay, maybe it's awkward to watch me eat. I'll just finish like half of this burger, move on to the rest, and come back to this burger because it's so freaking good. Okay, no. Not gonna pause and play. That's really interruptive of my flow, in my opinion. I'm gonna try and make a lot of videos today. In 10 minutes I have a Chinese lesson. Oof, I don't know if I can finish this video before my Chinese lesson is due. Very good. Out of 5, 5 being really good, and one being no, unacceptable. I'll give it a strong 4.5 because the meat doesn't taste like your Steers patty or your Burger King patty. It's really soft. And that's for a beef patty. So I don't know what kind of meat this is, but yeah. Everything else on the burger is amazing. The bacon, lettuce, onion, pickles, yeah. I guess you can call this spicy breast pieces with a single bone. Why am I doing these weird irregular movements with my hands? I don't know. That is crunchy. I think you can hear how crunchy that is. In comparison to the burger spicy tikka sauce. Oh, okay, there's the burn. That's a good burn. That's just the right amount of mild spicy. Well, at least to me. And I love hella hot food. Ever since I started living in Chengdu, in Sichuan, that's where the hottest food can be found. They're famous, like they're known for their famous delicacy, hot pot. Well, I used to eat hot pot 3 to 4 times a month, just because it was like a quick din din. And it's like a social meal. It would be considered similar to a braai, because a lot of friends would join around one pot. Like I don't think you get a hot pot for one person because it's too big. It's a lot of broth and like ghee that they use, or fat. And then yeah, we would just go out after work, because training center way of life messes with your eat schedule, your sleep schedule, and I guess your social encounters and interactions. I bet when my mom watches this video, she's gonna be like, you shouldn't be speaking and chewing at the same time. Ama, this is for YouTube purposes, otherwise it's gonna be awkward. Me just munching down, not saying anything. But yeah, I'll give this a solid 5. Because the coating is crispy, it's just a mild spicy, and you can still taste the chicken and the KFC flavor. That is yummy. What did I say? How much did I rate that? I just forgot. So the last time I had McDonald's nuggets in Haikou, the nuggets tasted like they were boiled in butter. Can you imagine my disgust when I realized that I can't find the nugget dipping sauce? -1 for them. Now I have to put tomato sauce. Okay, I'll just bite the nugget before tomato sauce and then. The taste of chicken isn't that strong. Could have easily been fish, like the fish fingers, but without the fishy taste. Really love this texture. Tastes really good. Not that fragrant, or the taste isn't that overwhelming, but I can feel that I can taste that they added some black pepper, and that's really good. Can't taste the oil that it was cooked in. So I'll give these nugs, in comparison to South African McDonald's nugs, a solid 5, because they're better. They're not as dry as McDonald's South Africa's nugs. Oh, I have to still judge. I still have to rate the mashed taters. Let me get there. Apparently they don't use leftover grease from the chicken to make the gravy. Apparently they make it with soy sauce and I don't know what else. My colleague's husband made it for her and she was like, it tasted exactly the same as the gravy that they sell in China. I was like, damn. And he didn't use the fat or leftover chicken grease for flavoring. We have to rearrange the contents of this little bowl because they were stingy with the gravy, or they poured the gravy on like a while ago and it seeped in or something, or evaporated. All I'm saying is they were stingy this time. The gravy isn't even changing the color of the mash that much. So yeah, let's give it a young bite. That is good gravy. In comparison to South African gravy and mashed taters, I think this one is a winner. I feel like this could be, the mashed potatoes itself is quite buttery. And like, I love the texture. It's not like soupy, but it is smooth. Oh. And there are some pieces of mashed tater in it, so you can see that it's actual real potatoes that they made this from. If I had to score it out of 5, I'll give it a 5, but I'll deduct 1 point because they were stingy with the gravy. That's exactly what I'm giving them. A 4, because they could have gotten a 5, but they were stingy with the gravy. Not that it affected the taste overall, because it's still very yummy. Can't get enough. I feel like I want to like dip my nug in there and then take a young bite. Oh no, my chicken is a bit cold. 2 minutes before my Chinese lesson, guys. It looks like we're gonna make it, huh? Okay. I must say, not as crispy as South African chicken, but it's tender. And the recipe flavor is perfect. 5 out of 5. Excellent. The same as South Africans. I think in South Africa ours is more salty, but we like flavor in South Africa, you know. Okay, so guys, it was nice seeing you again. I'll see you next time.